I will use the Materials app to add a new material to my collection. I will find this material. And I will add some properties to it. In this case, I wish to load some hyperelastic properties for the material. It is important while using the data loading process to define the test method and at least one fixed parameter before we can save the data. So let me start by doing that. I'm going to declare a test method which I do not know at this point as unknown, but if I do, I can declare one that is more sensible. I can also provide my project ID information and the test date if I have it. In this case, the test date was 7th of July 2013, and it was an instrum. Now I'm ready to actually put data up. I'm going to be loading engineering stress strain data. And here is my scratchpad where I can take up my data. And I can paste it. It's important to check to make sure that the units are correct. If it is unitless or PSI, I can change that out here, and the software will make the unit conversion as it pulls the data into the system. And here I have my data. I go back to the test manager because hyperelastic data is usually taken in multi-mode format, and I want to be able to capture the data in uniaxial, biaxial, and shear modes. So I've loaded just the tensile data at this point in time, the uniaxial data. So I'm going to add a test and declare a variable. My test mode is going to be variable. I did this data at 23 centigrade. I want to put that in. And it turns out that I actually know the strain rate of the test as well, which is 200% per minute. So I'm going to put that in as well. So I've done two things. I have declared a couple of fixed parameters, and we must declare at least one. And I've declared that the test mode is variable. Once I do that, I now have the ability of declaring my test modes as well. So my first test was done in the tensile mode. Let me put that in. A second test mode is biaxial. Let me put that in. Let me add my biaxial data at this point in time. And I want to add yet another planar. And again, a simple cut and paste. And my data is in. At this point in time, all I have to do is save. And my data is now inside Materiality. My data now appears inside my Properties tab, Library, Unpublished. And if I look at my last data, This is what went in. If I click the eye, I can view the data. If I click on the pencil, I can re-edit the data and make some changes to it. So if I click on the eye, I can see all the information related to that.